Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to today's video where, as you can see, we are going to be doing a massive unhaul. Well, I don't know about massive, but we're definitely unhauling some books. As you guys know, my goal is to get my physical TBR down to under 150 books, and I have just kept on adding books when I really shouldn't be, and most of those have been from Book of the Month and new releases. But as I've been looking at my shelves in recent weeks, I have looked at some books that I have either read and have been not very impressed by, and I'm just like, those need to get off my shelves, along with books that I have not read, and I just look at them and I'm like, am I ever gonna read that? So we're each gonna individually go through the different shelves and such like that. For the shelves that I think are gonna be relatively safe are mostly this shelf right here, because it has like Anna and Jennifer Lynn Barnes, along with Alice Oseman and other like authors like that I actually enjoy. And so far, I think these guys are also gonna be safe. I need to look at specifically the Housemaid series and see if I wanna keep those ones potentially, but the ones I'm mostly gonna be looking at are my smaller shelves, specifically the ones with the paperbacks that are standalones, and then my standalone Book of the Month copies as well too. Because a lot of the times I find myself, I was looking at how many of those copies I have, and I have so many that lead all the way back to 2023. Some of those I haven't even read, and some of those I looked at them and I'm like, huh? I don't remember what you're about, you know? And I also just kind of have to be honest with myself if I ever plan on reading any of these in the near future as well too. So maybe it will be huge. Maybe I'll be able to get some stuff off of my physical TBR as well too. But without further ado, let's get started with the hardback shelf. Okay, I think this is gonna be a good angle for this shelf and such like that. So like I said in my book tour, these are basically all of my hardback books that are standalones, that are either Book of the Month copies, or they are just like standard hardbacks that I have bought. So going with the first one we have up here is All We Were Promised by Ashton Lattaymore. This one I think I'm gonna keep because the premise behind it is basically following the paths of three young Black women in pre-Civil War Philadelphia unexpectedly and dangerously collide in this debut novel inspired by the explosive history of a divided city. So that one I think I'm gonna 100% keep on the shelf as well too. And I think I'm gonna put them in different piles so that I can keep track of which ones I plan on keeping, maybe, and also for sure getting rid of, you know? Then the second one that I have over here is The Book of Witching by C.J. Cook. This one, I believe, this one had, yeah, the blurb on this one is: a mother must fight for her daughter's life in this fierce and haunting tale of witchcraft and revenge. Okay, yeah, I immediately found this one on Book of the Month back in like October time, and I know I'm gonna read this during October, so this is 100% a keep. Next one I got is Middle of the Night by Riley Sager. This will be my first Riley Sager novel, and specifically this one is a man must contend with the long ago disappearance of his childhood best friend and dark secrets luring just beyond the safe confines of his picture perfect neighborhood. I've been trying to read more like thrillers as of recently, so I think I am gonna keep this one because I know this is one of his better written books, so this is gonna be kept for now at least. Next one I have up is Love and Other Disasters by Anita Kelly, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember anything about this book, so I think this is gonna be the first unhaul of this because I picked this up back maybe in like 2023 when I was first starting out reading, and it's been sitting on my shelves for almost about 3 years now, and I have not once had the urge to pick this up. So this is gonna be the first book that we are gonna unhaul. Next up is Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber. This was a Book of the Month thing from September of last year. I think I'm still gonna keep this because I wanna give Stephanie Garber a chance, but I'm not going to like hold it to like high expectations for now, you know? It sounds interesting. It basically follows this woman who she's trying to find this like local legend or whatever. I think her name is Holland, and she realizes that she is gonna die at like midnight tomorrow and she needs to find this like magical thing. And it sounds intriguing. I know there's been very mixed reviews about it, but I know Stephanie Garber is a very beloved character. Plus also, I really kind of liked the sprayed edges of this book, so this is going to be a keep. Next one is Alive Day by Carrie Fugette, I believe is her name. This is her memoir of a searing, unflinching, intimate memoir about one young couple caught up in the machinery of America's military system, learning to live and love through war and all that comes after. This one I think is for sure going to be a keep because I'm so interested in learning about what it is like to be in a war zone and be in the military, especially in this military nowadays. I think this is a couple years after like her husband was in the military, but I cannot remember off the top of my head, but I think this one's gonna be a keep as well. Next one that I've had on my shelf for a long time is Girl Forgotten by Karen Slaughter. I got this when Karen Slaughter, specifically her Will Trent series, was popping off. I mean, popping off. But I don't remember a damn thing about this. Similar situation to Love and Other Disasters. I picked this up back in like 2023, 2022, whenever I started that. So it has been on my shelf for a hot minute, and it needs to go, in my opinion. I can't remember it. I don't think I would even like it, so this is going to be an unhaul. All right, next up is Count My Lies by Sophie Stava, I think is how you pronounce her last name. I actually cannot remember what this book is about, honestly. Okay. Now I remember what this is about. So with this one, I don't remember when this became, I think, it came out in March of 2025. I think I'm going to put this in the maybe pile because I don't really remember too much about it. The premise looks intriguing, but I think we're going to put this in maybe and we'll decide a little bit later. Then we have These Summer Storms by Sarah McLean. This got really popular last year around like summertime as well. I don't remember if it's fiction or romance, but basically it's a razor-sharp, wildly sexy novel about a wealthy New England family's long overdue reckoning and the one week that threatens to tear them apart. I think for this one, I think I need to think on it a little bit more and such, so I think I'm going to also put this in the maybe as well. We're kind of doing rapid fire with this because it just feels like I should be rapid fire in a way, so we're going to put this in the maybe pile as well. Then another one that's been on my shelf for a hot minute is The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. I have another Christina Lauren on my shelf somewhere. I think it's Love and Other Words, and I picked this up through Book of the Month, and I cannot even remember what this one is about either, but it did look very intriguing. I think it's like a fake marriage to a real relationship actually, but I could be extremely wrong. I got this back in 2024. This is also going to be another maybe pile because I don't know if I want to get rid of it right now since we're getting into summertime, but we'll see. Then we have The Wilder Women by Ruth Emmy Lang. I don't remember what this one is about either. I'm pretty sure it is about a woman who disappears and such, and just like something along those lines. I'm gonna read this just to see. Oh, okay, so this one is a little bit of like a magical realism type of thing. Basically, these two sisters' moms go missing, and one of them, Nora goes missing, and then Zadie's like psychic abilities like weren't able to prevent their mother from vanishing, and then Finn, she can like, she has a really good memory. She not only remembers her own, but she can see echoes of different memories in a way, you know? I think I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile as well. I got this back in 2022 and such, so yeah, this is also gonna be in a maybe pile because I'm not too sure. Next up is How to End a Love Story by Yulin Kwan. I look at this and honestly, I think I'm gonna unhaul it because I don't really remember this story, and I'm not really intrigued by this story anymore. So I think I'm going to put it in the unhaul like section or whatever, just because I don't know if I would want to read this story, and if I do ever read it, I'll probably like read it on my Kindle or something like that, but I just know that it is not a priority of mine, so unhauling it goes. I already know that this one's gonna be a save because it's Babel by R.F. Kuang. I'm 100% gonna keep this. I really liked reading Yellowface by her, and I want to read more of her stuff. I'm either gonna read this or Calabasas in the fall time. I want to make a whole like reading vlog out of like reading like fallish dark things and like thrillers and dark academia books and such. So either this one or Catabasis is going to be read this year, but this is 100% a keep. Next up is Our Infinite Fates by Laura Steven, and this one I think is also going to be a save. I think I might also read this around the fall time as well, because this is like The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue meets This Is How You Lose the Time War in a fantastical and epic love story that defies death of two souls reincarnated throughout centuries. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep this one because I know so many people really liked it, and I want to try more standalone fantasies as well too. So this is going to be a keep. And I just got this one that's over here. It is Cursed Daughters. Do not want to butcher her name, so here is the author's name right here. But I recently just got this one, and this one is 100% going to be a keep. Pretty much it just follows a woman, and like somebody dies, I think, and then another woman is born, pretty much, you know? And like there's like a faded following of like being in this person's footsteps or whatever. And I'm thinking that like it's a way to, I don't really remember exactly what it's about, but I think it's like this woman that's trying to break her family curse and is trying to be her own person in a way. So this is 100% going to be kept. And then this is another one that I also got that is also more than likely going to be read in the fall time. I don't know why, it just seems like it. But it is Lady Tremaine by Rachel Hochsire, I think is how you pronounce her name. I'm pretty sure that this is a Lady Tremaine retelling, I believe. And by Lady Tremaine, I'm pretty sure it's the stepmother. I think it's the stepmother of Cinderella, I think. But this one is 100% going to be a keep. I just got this for this book of the month pick for March specifically. We're in April now. And you guys will probably be seeing this a little bit later in April, I think, but I can't remember off the top of my head. But this is going to be a keep. Next one is going to be Sleep Tight by J.H. Market. This one, I believe, is about a haunted house. Yeah, the sole survivor of a serial killer might hold the key to stopping a new spree of murders in this horror thriller, which sounds really, really good. I think I also want to read this during spooky season because, you know, it just fits the vibe, you know, so this is 100% going to be a keep as well. And then the last one on this shelf is Like Mother, Like Daughter by Kimberly McCreaton. I think I'm gonna put this in a maybe because this one follows a girl and she finds like her mom's bloody shoe under a sofa or whatever, and she realizes that like her mom has been lying about like what she does, but I don't really remember too much about it. So this is also going to be put in the maybe pile as well. Moving down to these ones. Okay, so these first four I recently just got, so they're 100% going to be kept. And it is like First Time Caller and Now Back to You, both by B.K. Borison. So these are definitely going to be kept. Along with the ending rights itself and the Book Witch by Meg Schaefer, I just got these. I plan on reading these sooner rather than later, so these are being kept as well. Okay, and I think we're gonna do a little bit of a rapid fire down here as well too, so let's start with this one. A Talent for Murder by Peter Swanson. Unhaul. Seduction Theory by Emily Adrian. Maybe. I'm going to put this in a maybe until I can look at it again. Breathless by Amy McCulloch. I've DNF'd this twice, so I'm definitely going to unhaul it because I just don't think I like the story for this. House of Glass by Sarah Pekinen. I think I'm also going to put a maybe in this one, but it's on the low end of keep, so I'm going to put it in maybe for now. Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. Don't remember what this is about, so this is going to be unhauled because I think it's also supposed to be a series as well too, but I do not remember what it is about, so it's going to be unhauled. And some of these other ones I recently just bought, so most of these I don't think I'm gonna get rid of. I think the only one that I think that I might get rid of is maybe The Girl Who Survived by Lisa Jackson. I don't really remember too much about this one, so I think I'm gonna put this in the maybe and look at it a little bit later. But yeah, other than that, that shelf is safe. And then that one down there is also safe. It's got like Calabasas and other books that I have bought that I 100% want to read soon. So those are the ones for the hardback shelves. I'm gonna look at the ones that I have already read and see if I want to get rid of them. But yeah, let's go over here and look to see if I want to get rid of the ones that I've already read and don't really need them on my shelf. So yeah, let's just look. These are mostly the ones that I have read from my like collection that I really kind of like, kind of remember, but also not really. Like the Book of Cold Cases by Simon St. James. I think I remember reading a little bit about this, but I don't really remember it, and I don't really have the inclination to read it again. So I think I'm gonna unhaul this as well. And then Sign Here by Claudia Lux. I think I started tabbing this when I was like really like getting into like tabbing. I don't think I ever underlined anything, which was good. So I think I might also get rid of this one too. I remember having, oh wait, I did write in it. Oopsies. Maybe I can like undo that or something, but I don't know. I do remember liking this, so I think I'm gonna put it in the maybe pile for now, but I don't know. You know, Red, White, and Royal Blue we're 100% keeping. The Lies I Tell by Julie Clark. I feel like I have another book by her, but I can't remember what it is. This one was fine. I don't really remember too much about what it is. I think it was a con woman. I think I gave it a 3-star when I first read it, and I don't really think it really deserves to be on my shelf anymore, so we're gonna unhaul this as well. And then I have The Resort by Sarah Ox, I think, or Okras. I don't remember off the top of my head, but this one I read this, I don't remember when exactly I read this, but I remember actually really kind of liking this. So I think I'm also going to keep this as well too, because I remember having fairly fond memories, but I just don't remember being too attached to the characters. And I think this was also a debut, but I could be completely wrong. And then Love and Color, yes, that's 100% staying. The Fury is 100% staying. What else is back here? We have The Last Word, Wild Dark Shore, that's staying. Ooh, A Killer Cold, maybe. Oh yes, and then House of My Mother. Oh yes, and then The Ministry of Time. Okay, for A Killing Cold, I don't really remember. I remember having okay memories with this book, but it's not something I would write home about, you know? I think it's a pretty good story, but like I said, it's nothing to write home about. So I think I'm also gonna put this in the maybe, but we shall see. What's down here that I have? Ooh, this one. Okay. So this is James by Percival Everett. I read this back in 2024 and was it 2024 or 2025? I don't remember, but I was very, very disappointed in this book. So I think somebody else could really enjoy it. I personally did not really enjoy it as much as I thought I would. So we're going to unhaul this. I have some of like my random like hardbacks from when I was a kid. But other than that, we have The Wedding People, Darling Girls. Nope, not getting rid of that. Oh, wait, we got this one as well too. Hold on. Let's move these a little bit out of the way. Okay, so I have The Missing Half by Ashley Flowers. I read this last year, and I genuinely was just like, what am I reading? I didn't love it, but I also didn't hate it. So we're gonna unhaul this baby as well. And then back here, Great Big Beautiful Life. I'm gonna save that along with Say You'll Remember Me. Yep, and that's it for that one at least. Need to rearrange some of those because some of them are a little bit on the wiggly side and such, but those are the hardbacks and such. I'm gonna move some stuff around so y'all can see when it comes to the paperbacks and such. But yeah, I have a pretty good pile-esque and such. Let me like move my camera so that I can show you guys like what the pile looks like. Okay, so these are the piles that I have right here. These are gonna be the keep piles. This one is the maybe, and these ones are the unhaul and such. I am going to move the camera. Well, first I'm gonna move that thing right there. That way I can get to that shelving right there. So I'm gonna move that around, and then we will go over to the paperback shelf. Okay, Okay, friends, we have officially come to the end of this unhaul. All of my unhauled books are right here. I'm going to count them to see how many books I'm going to be unhauling today. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Crap, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 books. Wow. I actually unhauled a lot of books today. So yeah, thank you guys again for watching. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to like and comment down below. If you don't know what to comment down below, tell me if you have unhauled any books, or if I unhauled a book that you think I should read, just let me know in the comments as well. And then if you like me, please make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. I post every Sunday and Wednesday. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want me to do more of these videos when I accumulate more books, and hopefully I've gotten down my physical TBR to at least a good chunk of things after this unhaul, because I did a mix of books that I've read and have not read as well. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys have an amazing day, week, month, and year. See you later, friends.